Hi, my name's Todd O'Brien and I'm the owner of Mind Detergent Records and Hopkins Creek Music Festival based in Melbourne. Throughout this course we're going to explore how you can get your start with DJing and how you can access some entry-level equipment to learn the basics of mixing songs together. Over the next 6 episodes we'll explore where you can attain some equipment or software to get started, how each piece of equipment functions, and then move on to the skills you need to understand how to mix 2 songs together and move forward into making your own sets. First up, let's have a look at where you can purchase some equipment or download some free software to get started. So today we're going to be looking at some different ways that you can get started with your DJing, whether that's buying some equipment first hand or second hand, or whether you want to try to get into something like Virtual DJ or Serato. There's lots of different options that don't have to cost you a lot of money. Victorian-based Store DJ in Melbourne are a really good place to look for your gear if you want to buy new. They've got lots of different stuff. You can go down 2 routes. You can either try and get a controller, which is going to have your mixer and your players built in. You get lots of different brands. Generally, Pioneer ones are the most sought after. They'll work really well with Rekordbox, which is the Pioneer-specific DJ software that we're going to look at later in this episode. But you can get whatever you like. There's lots of Serato ones as well. And you're going to get everything you need in a small package that works really well. You're looking at $250 is going to get you started with everything you need. You're not going to need many more features than what's on here. You can step up a little bit more in sort of $400 to $500 price range. But like I said, the difference between these two for someone that's just starting out is going to be pretty common. If you did want to go down the route of getting mixers and CDJs, they also have lots of CDJs, not only Pioneer ones as well, but you will find that most clubs and places have Pioneer gear, so it's good to get yourself used to it if you can. There's lots of different stuff ranging anywhere from your entry level CDJs here for $1,100 new. You can pick them up a lot cheaper second hand, all the way up to the top level stuff. When you start getting into 2000s and things that are a lot more expensive. You will also need to buy a mixer. Once again, it's going to be pretty expensive, but you can pick up some good second-hand deals. One good place for Victorian-based stuff, there's a really good Facebook page, DJ Buy Swap Victoria. A lot of people move a lot of different gear on here. You can pick up some pretty cheap deals and get yourself started. I'd recommend looking at the CDJ 400s or CDJ 350s if you're starting out and you want to buy hardware as opposed to a software controller. But there is a lot of controllers on here as well. Obviously eBay and Gumtree as well are really good. You can look at something here like that. This is a really good deal, $100 for a controller that you're just going to plug straight into Rekordbox. Now what we have here is Pioneer's specific DJ software, Rekordbox. This is another piece of equipment that is completely free and works really well with the Pioneer CDJs, especially when you start getting into the higher end CDJs. Basically this is like a version of iTunes specifically for DJing. You're importing your songs in, and then it's going to be sorting all of your data, whether that's BPM, the bit rate, the sizing of all of your songs. You can do colors like I do here, which will show me what sort of energy the song has depending on where I'm playing. A lot of it's also about playlisting. As you can see here, I've got a few playlists, and then I'll have everything sorted into genres, different energies, BPM ranges, years that I've downloaded them, so that if I am out playing a longer set, say bar for example, I'll know exactly where everything is and what's going to work well together. It does take a long time to organise music like this, but it does save you a lot of time and it improves your sets a lot. It's also going to record your DJ play counts, all your times, basically everything that you really need to know. You can also use this software as a virtual shot software. For example, let's just say you're going to pick 2 songs. You can just drag them up, and it's going to essentially work the same way as 2 CDJs would. So the 2 tracks are slightly off here. Play around with this a lot. Highly recommend getting a record box to sort out all the music. The final thing we're going to look at is this piece of software here, Virtual DJ. Virtual DJ is essentially a fully computer-based program where you can learn how everything works and you can start mixing songs together today for free. You just want to navigate to the Virtual DJ website and you can just click on download. Now there is premium versions, you don't need a premium version to get started. You can just download this whether it's on Windows or Mac and get started straight away. So this is what your virtual DJ is going to look like when you load it up. It's basically the same as all of your players. This skin that's on here at the moment is obviously got vinyl loaded in. You're going to have your cue and your play buttons just the same as your CDJs. There is also a sync button on these, which means you can automatically sync the 2 up, which eliminates the need for beat matching. That's also available on the higher end CDJs. And your tempo slider, you can spin your deck forward and backwards. If I just drag a song on, it's going to load it. And I can then scratch forward and back with the mouse. Play, cue it. You've got your volume sliders in the middle for your 2 channels and also your highs, mids and lows. Highs is going to take out your vocals. Mids is going to take out your instruments, and your lows is going to take out predominantly your bass and your lower instruments. You get a crossfader and a headphone section just the same as you do on normal gear. So this is a really good tool for you to get started for free today, just to learn how everything works and decide whether you actually want to move forward and buy some equipment.